to the show, my sister.
Thank you, Doctor.
So, I mean, you were telling me your experience. First of all, I mean, what's your name, your nationality, and stuff like that. Let's do the basics.
Okay, so my name is Agnes Kani Tometi.
Please say that again. Wait.
My name is Agnes Kani Tometi.
Okay.
I'm a Cameroonian and a Ghanaian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
By school here. So I'm here for school, but I've been here for some time. So
Okay.
I'm part of you guys.
Okay. So, guys, officially, she's a Ghanaian. So, what are the encounters you've been through as a lady?
Regarding men.
Yeah. You were telling me some weird experiences.
Yeah. Obviously,
Okay.
I'm a lady.
Okay.
Men will approach me or every lady actually, no matter your physique or whatever.
Okay.
But I try as much as possible to be nice, not to be rude. I'm a very, very nice person when you approach me.
Okay.
But sometimes you're not in the mood to talk.
Yeah.
And you feel like there are instances where most of the time I go out and a lot of people, like over 10 people are talking to me. Like I get frustrated. Like I get angry sometimes. But
men.
I don't really show it. Well, okay, so for instance, you go to a club, there are a lot of people.
Okay.
Do you get
Yeah.
at that point? Yeah, a lot of people don't mind approaching you or talking to you. So there are times where you get so tired. Talking, saying hello, hi, my name is Agnes, hello, hi, my name is Agnes, can I have your number? It's quite frustrating, but I still try my best to be nice. Yeah.
So have you had an instant where you told a man no and then yes still he went on to pressure you and you gave in or you didn't give in? Have you had any instant like that? Because it's like the men are on your neck.
There will always be, but it depends on how you control yourself. Have there been any instance where I don't think there have been any instance where like I've said no. I feel like if you say no in a rude way or something, it affects your relationship. Most of the men, or should I say men or boys? Okay, the boys, like, but the men, like, I respect people a lot. So you can tell them politely that I'm not interested, or I feel like if you even tell them politely that you're not interested, they respect you more and it builds the bond professionally, not with the mindset they come in like, okay, maybe you can be my girlfriend or whatever.
Or sugar baby.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard that word before?
Oh, I have. We have sugar daddy.
You have sugar daddy, we have sugar baby.
Yeah.
Okay, please continue.
So I think it's how you approach them and you talk to them.
Okay.
That is how they would approach you.
Okay.
And all. But I haven't had any instance where I've said no and the person keeps pressuring me. Maybe it's just random boys that specifically want something from you, but you just don't mind them and they'll go.
I mean, when you say specifically want something from you, what are you trying to say?
I haven't had men that I've said no to that have pressured me to like I want you. But I know boys my age, like you say no to them. There are some boys that you say no to them. Chinchina, by force. They will come back again that it is you that I want. And I'm like, what do you want from me? No, go. I don't want you. That kind of thing. But men too, they feel themselves like, okay, if she says no, maybe she'll need. They claim, okay, they have money maybe in their mind, or they'll need me one day. Remember, but the small boys, they'll come.
Okay, so I mean, you made an interesting comparison. That's between men and boys.
Yeah.
Who would you classify as a man and who would you classify as a boy? In
my perspective, I would say a boy. When I say boys, like my age mate, like in your 20s, early 30s, right?
Okay.
Boys. But men can be married men, like maybe in your mid 30s upwards. But I can equally say you can be a boy and be a man depending on your
maturity level.
Yeah, your maturity level. You can. There are young boys that really are responsible, that really act like men in the corporate, like they have jobs, they comport themselves. But some guys, boys, Hankas are like 20s and those people that walk around here.
So looking at me, am I a boy or a man?
You can be in between. You can be a gentleman.
Okay. I think I'm enjoying this conversation. There's a word also called gentleman. In your perspective, you have definition for it.
Everything has a definition.
Okay, so who is a gentleman?
Like you.
You know the funny thing? I don't normally show my face on my channel. So people don't
people
really
will not even know. You know
me.
cute,
So
professional. You know how gentlemen be.
guys, I think she's saying that because I have camera on her. When I drop this camera, she'll change her mind and be like, this guy.
No.
Wow. So have you had any instant? Because I mean, looking at you and the challenges you face when it comes to men, both boys, you said boys, men, and then what? Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 3. Have you had any instant where a married man says, "It's you that I want"? These days they tell you sugar daddy, sugar baby thing. Have you had any instant like that? Because you're really pretty, guys. That's the truth. She's really, really pretty. If you see her full figure, you now know why I'm confessing.
Thank you. Instances where a married man.
Yeah. Because with this,
I think I've had only one instance where a married man. So I went. I think it was my friend's birthday party.
Okay.
It was like an all girls thing.
Okay.
We went out to chill and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then the supervisor of the restaurant comes to tell me that, oh, there's this man who wants your number. And I'm like, oh, nah, I'm not really interested. Then he's like, oh, he's willing to pay. You know how girls are. When they hear someone wants to pay, now, oh, yes, can you bring more pizza? Can you bring more chicken wings and drinks? And the man was like, oh, don't worry, girls like order. And the celebrant wasn't even there at that time.
Okay.
So it was just like 3 of my friends who were just like drinking and having, I think we had already ordered whatever we wanted. Then he was like, oh, don't worry. Then I asked my friend, I'm like, the man said, now if I don't give it to him, he won't go. Actually, I didn't even see the person's face.
Okay.
Or because I didn't want that. Then the supervisor was like, oh, you just give it to him, blah, blah, blah. We're like, okay, let me just be polite because I'm out.
Okay.
And I go home alone, so let me just give it to him. So I gave him my number. It was very late, so I had a text immediately. Then he's like, oh, after whatever you are doing, what's up? And I'm like, oh, it's late, so I have to go, and I live far, so I have to go back and rest for the next day or something. Then he's like, okay, cool, so let's make it the next day.
Okay.
So the next day, this man texts me. So like when I approach men or anything, there's a random thing I ask, maybe, are you married or not, or do you have kids? Because I feel like I don't really want to go in between family issues because I'm still young and I'm now getting there. Because I wouldn't like it when someone, I wouldn't like it when it's being done to me. So I asked. Then he's like, I'm pregnant with kids, and I'm like, hey, uncle. And you want a girlfriend? Then he's like, let me be honest with you, darling.
I say I'm pregnant with kids.
I have a wife, I have kids, I have a girlfriend, but I still want you. I say, hey. Then I'm like, that's actually the bravest thing, like the bravest conversation I've had with a man. And I'm like, so what do you want in life? Like, you have a wife, you have kids, you have a girlfriend, you still want me again. And you sit down there and you think that me, I'll be a third wife. Then he's like, not relationship, we can just do our fling, he will take very good care of me. And I said, oh, uncle, when you saw me, it's not like I was begging or something, like I came out with my friends or anything. So if it is taking care of me, my parents are doing that perfectly. But like having a girl, then I'm like, what he has even said, nobody would want to. Then he's like, he's trying to be honest. And I'm like, oh, I can't really do it. Then this man was like, you know something, let me give you terms and conditions. If you be my girlfriend, you are going to receive this, that. If you don't sue, you are lost. Have time to think about it. I read it, I didn't really mind him. So I think I met him on a Thursday or something. So on Sunday, my friends and I were going for lunch. Then this man texts me, he's like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'm going for lunch. Then he's like, okay, cool, after lunch let's meet in one of the hotels.
Hey.
Because I was with my friends, I didn't have a problem. So I was like, okay, I'm with my friends, so I'll just come. Then he's like, okay, let me send you money to book a room. Me see, hey. Now room, dear, like, what's up? Then he was like, oh, but like, I know what's up. I was like, I'm with my friends. I'm coming with my friends. So if we are in the room, where will my friends be? Or see, they'll be in the restaurant. Doing what? Like, waiting for me or what? Then he's like, it's going to be sweet. I said, oh, please, I can't really do it. And then he was like, he's giving me another chance. So I was like, oh, uncle, this one, yeah, I'm very sorry. I can't. I think that was it. He didn't mind me again. Because me too, I wasn't minding. He pushed some, but
So, I mean, what are the category of guys that approach you in these 3 areas that you've mentioned? From the gentleman?
Well, most of them, all of them. But I know these days, I think these days, men are a bit scared because girls intend to talk a lot these days.
Okay.
So, men don't really approach girls that much.
Oh, wow.
These days, like married men. That's
Married
what
men.
I have noticed.
It's true.
Because you, maybe a married man will come and date a girl, then maybe the man will do something little now, then the girl will come on social media, and this man did this, he's even married, and it reduces their reputation. So I feel like in public, they don't really approach girls. This, I don't go out taking, so I don't really get.
You really get. So
Yeah.
do you think? I think you've made a powerful thing. Social media is actually playing a part in the distraction of marriage and all
social
that.
media is doing like a whole lot.
But are you not on social media?
I am. I just catch cruise.
You just catch cruise.
Yeah, you just watch and you love, then you pass by, and you also learn. You can also learn from social media. Actually,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are against ladies that probably, maybe even the married one, that when they have issues, they post everything on social media.
I don't think it's right.
It should be solved within family.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be solved within. You don't have to come and let everybody know that you are going through this or you are going through that. Maybe you tell your 1 or 2 close friends or your family, but you don't come and tell everybody that maybe this particular boy did this to you. It's life. You just have to live by it. You're not always going to get.
So what do you look for in a man? Because based on the explanation you gave me, I can see there are a lot of things that goes through before you accept a man that you are the right one.
A lot.
Okay.
For a guy, for me to, let me say, accept or date a guy.
Yeah.
Number 1, I come from a very God-fearing home. You're supposed to be very God-fearing, or my mother will kill me. Yeah, you have to be God-fearing.
How God-fearing?
Like
Which
you should
level?
you should go to church, you should pray often. Like you should just have some religious aspects. You don't be nonchalant about God. I think you should have a stable job. You should be financially stable. Not in a sense financially stable that you will come and be throwing money on me. Like you should be okay yourself. Like you can provide what you eat.
So you should have stable income.
Yeah, stable income. You should have a stable job. Job, and not 419 things like that. Job, that you go to work and you come back. You should have a job. You should be respectful. You should know how to talk. There are lots of things I don't know. I just wish God can just mold. You can't get it like, you can't get 100%. There are little patches, but you just have to be respectful. You have to talk. I'm very stubborn, so you have to be tolerant.
So let's say you want a man that goes to job and come back. So let's say take someone like a content creator like me. I don't go to job and come back. I work on the go.
That's not a problem. It's a decent job. It's not like you are scamming someone. You earn like pure money, real money. So it's like a decent job you are doing and impact in the society and everything. So that's actually not a problem.
Not a problem at all.
So far as there's income coming,
you're
then,
okay. Okay, so now let's look at your challenges, that you faced whilst living in Ghana.
So I came to Ghana 2018, 2019 thereabouts. I had guidance. I was with my aunt in Tema. So I got to Ghana very excited. And so when I came to, because I'm a Cameroonian, you know, Francophones don't really speak English. It was a very big challenge because I had to go to school and I couldn't communicate. Like The school that I even went to Crampo, the thing that spoils their kids, they say entrance exams. You will see entrance exams, English. I don't remember if I failed or not, but I'm sure I didn't pass or something.
Okay.
So then they got to know that, okay, English, I had to take English class and everything. So with time, it got okay. Then I think after, I went to primary and JHS. So I think after I went to a boarding school, and then university and everything, but challenges. I sometimes miss my parents, even though they feel like I don't, because I hardly check up on them, I hardly text, I hardly call. So yeah, but I miss them sometimes. Like Christmas, I don't go home often, like maybe once in 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. So you know, Christmas, when your friends are going, oh mommy, like Christmas parties and things, and my family too is in Cameroon, Christmas party, and then I'm here, maybe I don't even have money, I'm broke. Imagine.
And they still want you to go to Cameroon for Christmas party.
Then I'm here, you are sad and everything.
Okay.
It's kind of this thing, and I like parental support
and guidance.
Yes. So when I have issues like I don't have anybody to talk to, so it's like my friends and my family here. I have a few very close friends that I've taken as elder sisters and sisters that maybe one or two, their parents help me there and here and everything. But in terms of education, my parents, they've done really, really well. Like my parents make sure that I'm very okay, to the extent that I don't think of doing something wild, like maybe, you know, doing you know, as like me as a girl like this, you know, of course, social media, you know, girls my age, born straight, they want to go for vacations and all that. So you do everything to get that money.
Okay.
Do you get it? And I'm here alone. Nobody looks at me. So I can equally do anything. Excuse me to say, I can do prostitution. I can sleep with men, even if I don't have money, or maybe the money my parents are not sending me is not sufficient, right? But they make sure that in terms of that, they make sure that I'm very okay, not to think out of the box, like there's no one there. Or
okay, so let's say when you take all these things, the benefits that your parents give you, when you take it out of the equation, you say that's what makes some of the foreigners go into what you mentioned earlier on as prostitution. Because sometimes you hear, oh, this girl is from this country and then they're doing prostitution over here. Ghana is cool. Ghana is do you think?
Well, I feel I don't want to judge those people, but I feel like hearing some stories, I feel like most of them is financial problems.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And their family don't have, they came here by chance, and they feel like that is what is moving for them, so that's what they are. But I don't know, some people too, I don't know, they just do it for pleasure. I really don't want to get into that.
Okay, so my boss is just watching you because you're making a lot of sense. There's so much wisdom coming from this side. I can feel the impact already.
Thank you.
Oh no, it's true. I mean, most of the things you've said, it takes, intelligent mind to be able to dissect topics like this. You get it? Before we draw the curtains, you told me that you have ambition to, you are nurturing the you want to go to Miss Malaika.
Yes, Miss Malaika.
Why Miss Malaika? Why Miss Malaika?
You're making me shy.
My boss, please don't make us shy. We beg.
Why Miss Malaika? I've never thought of being into a beauty pageant or something. It has never come across my mind. So last year, last year was the only year I actually started and ended. And I'm like, oh, why not try? And my friends were like, Charlie, Agnes, like, what's up? My friends always tell me that you're a Cameroonian and you've come here, right? Go home with something. I'm not trying to say I'm going to relocate, but they want to say, like, go home with some impact. Like, okay, I came to Ghana, I made this.
Okay.
I helped these people. Like, I achieved something. Not like come through school and like go like. So I was like, oh nah. I was skeptical. So this year I saw the post and I'm like, why not? I didn't have a lot of friends who were encouraging me this year than like last year. So I was like, okay, why not? Why Miss Malaika? I feel like I have the capabilities to like go through it, I want to give back to society what society have given back to me. And I feel like Malaika gives that platform to like young girls to be influential, especially. So I want to basically influence young girls in the society in terms of every aspect, fashion, whatever. I just want to help the society, and I think through Malaika actually teaches you a lot of things. Confidence. They groom you to become like really good corporate ladies. So I feel like that's an opportunity to grab.
You seem to be someone that gravitates or appreciates corporate stuff.
Yeah, I feel corporate.
Makes you feel like, yeah, you've arrived.
Not like I've arrived,
Okay.
but corporate, I don't know, you can do anything. You can be into your business, but it's still a corporate world, actually.
Okay.
But I don't.
Okay, so guys, please, your name again. The name you are taking to Malaika.
Miss Kani.
Miss Kani.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kani Tometi. My name is Kani, so just Miss Kani.
Miss
So you
Kani.
can call me Miss Kani when you see me. I don't like Agnes like that. Agnes, old people's name.
Which day were you born?
Sunday.
So in Ghana, I'll give you Akosia.
Oh, no, Dabi.
I don't know
I'm
how
not
Akosia.
old. Akosia, dear.
If Agnes is for old people, Akosia will be for.
I imagine. Akosia,
Yo
dear.
guys, honestly, I mean, I enjoyed this conversation. She's such a vibe. She's such a vibe, you know.
Oh, thank you,
She's such a
Doctor.
vibe. Yeah. She's such a vibe. And so before we end, which year are you looking at going for
Miss
Malaika?
Oh, this year actually. They've actually started the
Audition?
posting
Okay.
on Instagram.
Okay.
Then the same. I just hope I pass through,
Okay.
and with God, everything is possible.
Guys, I mean, my sister has said it all. She said with God, everything is possible. I pray that if she goes to Miss Malaika, she will be picked, and then she will win, and then I'll come for some of the money. I hope she'll give me some.
Don't worry at all.
Oh, I mean, that's what everyone said to they become
Don't
a king.
worry. I just need the support.
Oh, yeah, well,
everything is sorted.
I mean, guys, she's pretty. The wisdom is there. So we hope that when you get to Miss Malaika, you get a needed vote, and then you can win it. And I also say I have a beauty queen as a friend.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
You already do.
Okay. So do you have any final word you want to?
Yeah, final words. Obviously, it will be God,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
God should be the first in everything you do. My mother always tells me that you can't move on in life without God.
Okay.
You can be the most powerful person in the world, but if you don't have God, a lot of things are going to distract your way. So I just have to tell you people that put God first in everything, and I think He's going to just put things in the right place. You just be smiling left and right, front and back, and yeah.
And then before you go to Miss Malaika, what do you want to say?
Before I go to Miss Malaika, I just want to officially tell everybody that Miss Kani is going to Miss Malaika this year.
Okay.
And you guys should support me, and pray for me as well.
Okay.
That's when I get it.
Okay, so guys, on that note, Akosia, aka Agnes, has spoken, and I mean, she has made a lot of sense. She has said a lot. I hope when I post, like I always say, we all learn something from it. And let's support the sister when we see her in the Miss Malaika house. I want to say God bless everyone for watching. My name is Dr. Sal. She keeps smiling, that's why I'm also smiling.
Thank you, Dr. Sal, for having me.
You're always welcome, my sister. The program is Ride and Chat. It's bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.